The best leaders and managers have a superpower that allow them to get the best out of their team and create an environment that everyone wants to be a part of. And the great thing about this superpower is that anyone can get it and allow it to benefit them throughout their working day. If you're new here, my name's Tyler and I'm the founder of Loving Life. And at Loving Life, we help companies support the health and well-being of their employees to inspire, motivate, and empower them throughout their working day. And I've been helping people in the workplace create superpowers since 2017. Imagine this, you turn up to your workplace and are greeted by your colleagues with respect, but also love and gratitude. Your colleagues don't just enjoy working with you, they go above and beyond to ensure they're getting their work done and contributing to the team positively. Well, this is a reality for some of the most forward-thinking leaders, and this could be you too. Now, before I share this exact superpower, you need to understand its benefits and how the acronym TFSD can help you to embrace this superpower and take advantage of it for the rest of your career. But before I come onto this, if your workplace want the resources to help employees develop superpowers of their own to empower, motivate, and inspire them to take care of their health and well-being, join the free mailing list. The link's in the description box. Now, the benefits for leaders who are able to adopt this superpower include better relationships with colleagues, increased loyalty from staff, greater trust among team members, better mental health, increased employee engagement, and more. But the benefits don't stop there. The whole workplace benefits from this superpower. Employees can feel more valued and appreciated. They can have an increase in morale, and very importantly, they can enjoy coming to work. So what is this superpower I'm talking about? I'm talking about empathy. And I can hear you say, you've built up all this tension just to talk about empathy? Yes, I have. And if you can't sit tight to hear how to use it properly and benefit from it, you probably don't deserve the results. Now, when it comes to empathy, most people are getting it wrong and not understanding it fully. True empathy isn't just about acknowledging someone's pain or struggles. It's about stepping into their shoes and seeing the world through their eyes. But seeing the world through their eyes as them, not as you. Complex, I know. But here's the problem. When leaders misunderstand empathy, they fall into one of two dangerous traps. They either get too emotionally involved, losing the ability to make tough, rational decisions, or they stay too distant, thinking they can feel sorry for someone without fully understanding them. Both paths lead to disaster. But here's the good news. When used correctly, empathy isn't a weakness. It's a leader's secret weapon, a superpower that drives connection, trust, and loyalty. So here's how to get it right. It starts with a method called empathy mapping, and the acronym I mentioned, TFSD. And this is one of the most powerful strategies for truly understanding those around you. Imagine this. Company X was on the verge of collapse, not because of its finance or competition, but because of a leadership blind spot that nearly went unnoticed. The company had everything on paper: a talented team, strong resources, and big goals. But despite all of that, their employees were disengaged. Employee turnover rates were climbing and the team was missing deadlines. Leaders were confused. The company perks were good, the salaries were high, but none of that seemed to matter. Frustrated by this, leadership decided to dig deeper. Instead of throwing more money at the problem or organizing another team social, they chose to use empathy mapping to understand the perspective from their team, and what they found changed everything. Embracing empathy in the workplace isn't just about being kind or giving compliments, although that helps. Empathy is about truly understanding people, not just on a surface level, but trying to understand their mindset. Now, empathy mapping uses the structure TFSD. Let's start with the T. This stands for thinking. What might your team or colleagues be thinking? What are the fears, frustrations, or uncertainties that they may be thinking about? Start to understand things from their viewpoint. The F stands for feeling. What are they feeling? Are they anxious? Are they nervous? Are they burnt out, stressed, or just uninspired in their job role? Put yourself in their shoes. If you were them, how would you be feeling? The S stands for saying. What might your team be saying? Are they giving you the full story? What would you be saying if you were them? Now, before we come on to the D, if you found this video useful so far, do me a favor and press the like button. It helps small channels like this more than you know. Now, the D stands for doing. What might they be doing? Are their actions reflecting their attitudes towards work? Let me give you an example of how to use this properly. Imagine a new member has joined your team. Let's call him Mark. You're getting frustrated by Mark because he hasn't seemed to hit the ground running. And you're wondering why. So what can you do to support Mark? Well, first, you can start by using empathy mapping. What might Mark be thinking? He might be thinking, wow, this is a whole new environment. I have to get to know so much. I have to start learning. He might be thinking about all the things he has to learn in his new job role. And how might Mark be feeling? He might be feeling nervous about coming into a new team. He might be feeling overwhelmed by all the new things he has to learn. And what might he be saying? He might be asking for help. He might be saying, I'm not quite sure I get this. And lastly, what might Mark be doing? Well, he might be distancing himself. He might be avoiding social interactions. He might be staying late to try and catch up. When using empathy mapping, you can help to see the potential viewpoint from the other person's perspective. And this will help you to better support them in this situation. Empathy mapping helps leaders understand the perspective of their teams and colleagues, and this can put them in the best position to come up and help with the solution. Now, although embracing empathy is a workplace superpower, there's another thing that's extremely important in any working environment, and that comes in the form of appreciation. But it needs to be done in a way that people are grateful for it. And for 5 ways to do that, you need to watch this video right here.